around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
At Stone CDJR, not only do we sell Jeeps, we learned how to drive them. Stone CDJR, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
My father, Gardner Stone, has grown our dealership with one thing in mind: to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered, so customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends, and I think that separates us.
G Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to the Weedsport Speedway here tonight for the 802 Modified Series, presented by GStoneMotors.com. My name's Roger Muth to bring you all the racing action up here in the booth tonight. A little bit of a delayed start. Truck had a little bit of an issue, but we got this one pumping away here in New York. It may have snowed here at Weedsport, well, just the other evening. But here on the iRacing.com platform, we are racing with no snow, no weather. We'll be in the immediate area, that's for sure. But it's all about the championship standings coming into the night. Speedy Brissett has a 10-point lead over Josiah Millen, and then there's another 8 points back to CJ LeVere. That's how your top three look. It's still anybody's ball game if you're in the top three to take home a championship this season, but we only have two more races left. It's here tonight at Weedsport and the mystery race next week. So that means there's a pole award out there. The Yellows Fast Time Award here tonight going to go to the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, the Jordan Hen Racing number 40. So Josiah Millen will take home his first quick time of the season. So congratulations to Josiah Millen for picking up his first quick time award this season. We're going to go heat racing here tonight. 8 laps going to be the distance. I do believe 2, maybe 3 heat races will be on the docket. And let's take you down trackside to get your starting lineup here tonight. Starting lineup here for heat race number 1 will look like this. The driver out of North Syracuse, New York, driving the dirt car, Full Throttle Motorsports, number 79. That's Dean Reynolds. The his outside, the driver out of Swanton, Vermont, driving the raised Diane Tubing, number 22. That is Dylan Rabtoy. And the driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, driving the Full Moon Motorsports, Full Moon Garage, number 97. It's the Hamburg Hot Dog of Robbie Schaefer. Back into P number 4. He lives down the road. He just picked up the Elmo's Fast Time Award here tonight. That's the Jordan Hen Racing, number 40 of Josiah Millen. And starting back into P number 5 here tonight, driving car number 15, tap dancing his way all the way into the 5th spot here in heat race number 1. That is Ed Brissett driving car number 15. And to his outside, it's going to be the 02 of Eric Riel out of the Brissett Racing Stables. That's your 6 cars here, heat race number 1. We will go 8 laps the distance here in heat race number 1, and we will lock in the top 4 drivers. So you want to be inside the top 4 if you can here tonight out of your heat race, because that will put you in the big dance. You won't have to go to a last chance qualifier at all. And this heat race is stacked. You look at it from top to bottom, and anybody here in this heat race can go to victory lane. Race fans, are you looking for a new tow rig to tow your hauler to the racetrack? Well, look no further. Our friends over at Stone CDJR have exactly what you need. If they don't have it, I bet if you hop on over to G-Stone Motors, they have it. If they don't have it, they can get it for you. They have that family feel. When you walk in the door, they can hook you up. So, green flag coming out this time by. It'll be the number 79 of Dean Reynolds, the first one to be able to fire off here. Out of turn number 4 they come, as we will go green flag, racing 8 laps the distance here. Heat race number 1 at Weedsport for round number 11 is green. And down the back straight away, it's the driver out of North Syracuse, New York, leading the way. It's Reynolds out of turn number 4. He'll lead lap number 1 here tonight. So lap number 1 goes to Dean Reynolds in the number 79 dirt car entry. The Full Throttle Motorsports driver looking pretty good here. Your one driver down to the bottom side of the speedway making his way up. That's the number 40. That's the Jordan Hen Racing number 40 of Josiah Millen. There you see Millen making the pass, already up 2 spots in 2 laps. Now he'll set his sights up upon that number 79 dirt car entry of Reynolds. Rabtoy will fall back into the 4th spot, or 3rd spot. 4th spot will now go to Robbie Schaefer, and that Full Moon Garage entry is right there also. He is not going away here tonight. Millen all over the back bars there of that number 79. He'll slide high down there in turns 1 and 2. He'll lose a little bit of ground. He was right there on the tail tank of car number 79. As this time by, we will get the 4 laps to go here. All drivers still out there. One driver towards the back of the pack here having a little bit of an issue. That was the number 15 of Ed Brissett. Ed Brissett was a little bit sideways, but he was able to keep it reeled in. Battle for the race lead. Millen trying to get his number 40 underneath the 79. He's working the bottom side of the speedway. It'll be this time when we come by the flag stand. Just 3 laps to go. The battle for the race lead. Look at Robbie Schaefer also back there. He is in the 4th position currently. Millen down to the bottom side here in 3 and 4. It's been working for him. Reynolds going to go up. He's going to put 4 in the fluff. He's going to lose the race lead out of turn number 4. New race leader with just 2 laps to go as the popsicle sticks are up. It's the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving car number 40, Josiah Millen, to the top spot. He's got now the number 22. That is Dylan Rabtoy now battling into that 2nd position. And the battle for 3rd now will go to the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. White flag is in the air here one more time around for Josiah Millen. Had quick time in our qualifying session. He picked up that almost pit stop fast time award. Now he's trying to take home heat race number 1. And out of turn number 4, one final effort for Rabtoy, but it will not be good enough. The driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania will go and take heat race number 1. It'll be Rabtoy, Reynolds, and Schaefer all transferring in. Brissett and Riel will have to go to a last chance qualifier. So heat race number 1, green to checkered. 8 laps officially completed here tonight. And that was a heck of a battle there for those top 4 positions, but it will be the Jordan Hen Racing number 40 taking the top spot here. So that means we have another heat race on the lineup here, and this is what it will look like. Starting on the front row, driving the number 46 here tonight. This will be Jonathan Hutchins. He'll snag the top spot here in our 2nd heat race. His outside, making his first start of the season, driving car number 15 out of New York here tonight. It's the newcomer of Ryan Holland. Holland driving car number 15. Starting back in P number 3 here, the inside row. Number 2, driving the number 59. This will be Stephen Brissett in the Brissett Racing entries. And to his outside, the points championship leader coming in 10 points up here tonight. That will be Speedy Brissett. Back into P number 5 here, driving the boss's car again, the 1X2 entry, the Lowell Motorsports entry. That's Rob Lowell. He'll start back in 5th, and the driver that will start shotgun to the field, the Heath's Auto Repair number 4. That's C.J. LeVere. C.J. LeVere piloting car number 4 tonight. He'll go from the 6th starting spot. 6 cars, 8 laps the distance, 4 to qualify. That's what's on the docket here in our second heat race of the evening. The iRacing.com Silverado Pace Truck lights are off. That'll mean next time these 358 modifieds come back around here to the front straightaway, we will drop the hammer here tonight. Remember, 8 laps, 4 to qualify. Our StoneCDJR.com second heat race of the evening. We've already locked 4 drivers in. Millen taking the Elmo's Pit Stop Fast Time Award. And heat race number 1. Who will take heat race number 2? Will it be Hutchins, Holland, Brissett, LeVere, or Lowell here as we're green? Green flag up and a great start down on the bottom side for the 46 of Jonathan Hutchins. He'll lead down the back straightaway, but leading lap number 1, we saw Dean Reynolds do that, but he was not able to hold off the strong charging number 40 of Millen. Lap number 1 will go to the number 46, but look at them as they're just about 3 wide. Tap on the left rear quarter panel there. That was the 59 of Steven Brissett. That'll give the race lead now over to number 15 of Ryan Holland. Holland will lead lap number 2, 6 laps to go. Speedy Brissett right there. Look at CJ LeVere. He started all the way out back here tonight. That Heath Auto Repair. Number 4 of CJ LeVere is right there. So LeVere has locked himself, or well, for the time being, locked himself into a transfer spot. Here goes Steven Brissett. He'll try to work around the 46. The 46 with a hard right rear down into turn number 1. 46 may have broke something. Jonathan Hutchins off the pace. That's going to put the 1X2, the G-Stone Motorsports number 1X2 entry. That's going to be Rob Lowell now picking up the transfer spot. Lowell out of Vermont trying to make his first feature here tonight at Weedsport. Everybody's chasing that 0-3 of Speedy Brissett. Ryan Holland going to drive in that Upstate RC and Hobbies entry. The Showtime's graphics driver. Got the Foxtrot RC Park on there also, riding around with his 358 modified, but it'll be the Popsicle Sticks this time. Oh, CJ LeVere with a big wiggle out of turn number 4. He was able to hang on to it, but boy, was he going for a little bit of a ride. And one driver that's fighting for his life right now, that is Rob Lowell in the 1X2 entry. He is trying to hang on as the Popsicle Sticks are up last time by. The white flag will fly this time. Very sideways out of 4. CJ LeVere having some issues. He'll have to take the 4 to pit road. What a heartbreaker on the final lap, but here goes Speedy Brissett. So Speedy Brissett will pick up heat race number 2. Where is the battle for the final transfer spot? It'll be Rob Lowell and Steven Brissett. Jonathan Hutchins and CJ LeVere will all have to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight to get into the big dance tonight here at Weedsport. Final heat race of the night is coming up, and you're starting a lineup here for the final heat race. 5 drivers in this one. Starting on the front row, driving the number 29J. This is going to be Justin Carby in the 29J. He'll start on the front row. Starting right outside him, the driver out of Syracuse, New York, driving the number 93A. This is Jason Butterfield. And all the way out of Montana, driving the Montana Brands 00, the Smith Racing Inc. entry. This is Doug Ungari. He'll go from P number 3. Starting to his outside, driving the number 4 entry from the Brissett Racing Stables. They brought the slew of drivers here tonight, driving car number 4, starting in the 4th spot. That's Scott Rayone. And starting shotgun to the field, having a little bit of a late entry here into the Weedsport Speedway. It's the driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Driving car number 13. It's the Big Show, Kyle Lesher. Lesher will pilot car number 13. He'll start at the tail end of our final heat race here tonight. 8 laps still the distance here for the heat races. Once again, top 4. So one of these drivers out of this heat race will have to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight. We will find out together which driver that will be. There you see the number 93A to the outside. That's Butterfield. The outside lane has seemed to not move very well on the initial starts here tonight. We'll see if it does. Here, those 358s ready to roar to life. They're due it this time when they come off turn number 4. The 29J bringing us down real nice, slow, and calm. Creeping into the restart zone. Green flag is up. We're racing. 29J with a great start down to the bottom side. That's Carby. Carby will lead down the back straightaway. He's bringing the 00 of Doug Ungari with Ungari. Tried to slide up in front of Butterfield. Not quite able to get it done. lap number 1 to go into the books. It'll be Justin Carby at the line. Everybody else, remember, top 4 is what you're looking at right now. The Big Show, Kyle Lesher on the outside looking in after lap number 1. Ungari looks very tight down into turn number 3 right now. See if that Ungari Motorsports entry will be able to kind of loosen that car up. Turn 1 looks a little snug on entry 2, but the Butterfield entry looks real smooth here tonight. There goes the number 93A. 5 to go at the line. Butterfield just not able to make anything happen on the outside crew. Scott Rayome's currently holding that final transfer spot. There you see the number 4. There's a little contact there with a couple of your drivers. Now Kyle Lesher going to get checked up in the number 13. He's going to lose ground. Now he's going to have to really hustle with just 4 laps left here in heat race number 3, the final heat race of the night. You want to pick up a big W. It's now or never here for these 5 drivers. And right now, Butterfield to come back across the line. He'll lead another one. Ungari now looks like that car's coming to life a little bit. He'll fire off turn number 2. He'll get to the quarter panel of the 29J. Justin Carby trying to pick up his first heat race of the season. Ungari trying to have another heat race win. He has 1 heat race win and 1 Elmo's Pit Stop Fast Time Award this season. So Ungari trying to get it done, not quite able to as the popsicle sticks were into the air last time by. Ungari now going to try the outside. Maybe a little bit of a crossover move to get to the inside of the 29J. Final lap. Here comes Ungari. Battle for the race lead. Almost final trip around the speedway. Ungari going to put that 00 down to the bottom side, and he's going to try and eat down the back straightaway. He has the race lead. Final time into 3. Ungari with a little bit of a slide job. He's going to leave the top lane open. Drag race out of 4. It'll be Doug Ungari, Justin Carby, Jason Butterfield, and Scott Rayome. So Doug Ungari going to pick up heat race number 3. That'll finish all of our heat races here tonight. So we're going to a last chance qualifier, it looks like. And the last chance qualifier starting lineup looks like this. All drivers will qualify into the big show here tonight. Driving the Upstate RC and Hobbies number 15. Actually, this is the number 15 of Ed Brissett. Same car number, wrong driver. That's the Ed Brissett entry to the tap dancer driving the number 15 here tonight. He will start in P number 1. To his outside, driving the DNH. Number 46, that's Jonathan Hutchins. Starting back into P number 3 here tonight. That will be the big show of Kyle Lesher. He'll roll 3rd. Eric Riel will go from the 4th starting spot here tonight. And CJ LaVere will start into the 5th spot. Everybody's going to move up 1, though, here. They will slot in accordingly as one driver did not make the call to the grid. That's going to be the number 15 of Ed Brissett. We'll see if he can get back out onto the raceway before our feature event because his car would be allowed in. He will just have to tag the back of the field when we go racing. Race fans, it's round number 11, and it's the first time the 802 Modified Series presented by G-Stone Motors have made it here to the Weedsport Speedway this season. Just 2 races left, 2 main events left. That's here tonight at Weedsport, and then next week, round number 12. It's the mystery track next week. We don't know where we're going. These drivers have not decided yet. They only picked Weedsport here tonight. They did not pick round number 12 this past week, so we'll see where we go. So here we go. All drivers will lock in. We're just going to pack the track down a little bit here tonight in this last chance qualifier. A little bit extra seat time for these drivers. Green flag up. Kyle Lesher there sleeping a little bit on that start. But the green flag is flying. Going to be just, believe we're going 10 laps here. Kyle Lesher all of a sudden like a rocket ship down the back straightaway. The big show, Kyle Lesher, will lead lap number 1. So we will go 8 laps. Actually cut 2 laps off the big main show here. The last chance qualifier before the main show. Jonathan Hutchins and Eric Rio that time down into turns number 1 and 2. They made a little contact. Rio going to throw a huge slider there on Jonathan Hutchins. And Hutchins going to have some problems as now his DNH Automotive entry was a little bit slowed. Kyle Lesher did take the race lead, though. There you see car number 13, the driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. The big show now currently leading the way. So it'll be Kyle Lesher across the line with CJ LaVere. LaVere's been a busy man lately. He's been putting together his Hornet to go racing in the New York area. Going to run limited races this season with his 4 car, but Nonetheless, you will be able to catch him at some of your local short tracks on Saturday nights, Friday nights also on select shows. We'll have to make a trip to New York here out of our Pennsylvania studios to catch a race that CJ's in. 5 laps to go here in the last chance qualifier. Kyle Lesher still out front. Everybody kind of spreading themselves out right now. There you see the big show of Kyle Lesher. He's down the back straight away. Kyle Lesher in his brand new paint scheme. I think his graphics guy forgot to take off a couple of those decals on the door there, but a good looking hot rod. Maybe a little bit biased. CJ LeVere always got that reflective Heath Auto Repair entry. And CJ LeVere, we talked about him earlier here tonight, and he is having to come through that last chance qualifier. Of course, he did pick up round number 2 at Volusia, and then he picked up round number 8 once again at the Volusia Raceway. Of course, we're not going back to Volusia, so CJ's a little bit saddened to hear that. But he's here at Weedsport a little bit closer to home as the popsicle sticks fly that time for the youngster of Kyle Lesher. There you see him. He's still out front here. Last time by, CJ LeVere was the fastest car on the speedway out of the 4 cars out there. Remember, Ed Brissett did not make the call to the grid here in our last chance qualifier. So the white flag is going to fly to be the final trip around here as Kyle Lesher picks up the white flag. CJ LeVere still sitting about 3 car lengths maybe back, and he'll slip that time off turn number 4. So now Kyle Lesher just has to make a clean 3 and 4, and he'll pick up the last chance qualifier here tonight. It'll be Kyle Lesher, CJ LeVere, and Eric Riel, followed by Jonathan Hutchins across the line here in that last chance qualifier. So all drivers do make the big dance here tonight. They don't have to worry about going home. We will have a little bit of a warm-up session, though, before we do go racing here tonight for 40 laps from the Weedsport Speedway here in New York. Race fans, you're watching the Turn 3 Racing Network. It's the 802 Modified Series here tonight, presented by G-Stone Motors. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the invocation here tonight to bring you 40 laps of A main competition.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave
father, Gardner Stone, has grown our dealership with one thing in mind: to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered, so customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends, and I think that separates us.
G Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont. At Stone CDJR, not only do we sell Jeeps, we learned how to drive them. Stone CDJR, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Weedsport Speedway here tonight. Of course, tonight's coverage here at Weedsport is brought to us by Stone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram of Middlebury, Vermont, along with G Stone Motors. Find them at gstonemotors.com. Find your next vehicle to head to the racetrack today. But we are getting ready to kick off 40 laps of racing action here tonight at Weedsport. We have not been to Weedsport before, and we will now officially, for the first time ever, go racing. Checker flag is up. We're ready to go. As, of course, a couple of you guys blowing my phone up out there. Of course, Logan, we see you out there in the chat tonight. Welcome to the Weedsport Speedway. We're ready to go racing, though, and this is your starting lineup here tonight for your feature event. Starting on the pole here out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving the Jordan Hen Racing number 40, Josiah Millen will roll from P number 1. To his outside, the driver that has the points championship lead, 10 points over Millen. That's going to be the 03 of Speedy Brissett. The driver out of Montana, driving the 00 Smith Racing Inc. entry, that's Doug Ungari. He'll go third here tonight. Starting into the fourth spot, the race tie in tubing, number 22 out of Vermont. That's Dylan Rabtoy. The New York driver driving car number 15 here tonight. That's the Showtime Graphics number 15. That's Ryan Holland. 29J of Justin Carby will start into the sixth spot, while Dean Reynolds out of North Syracuse, New York, Full Throttle Motorsports Dirt Car entry will start car 79 in 7th. Rob Lowell's got the G-Stone Motors entry scheduled to roll off there into the 8th spot, while Jason Butterfield in the number 93A will go 9th. Robbie Schaefer out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania will go 10th here tonight. Starting 11th, though, will be the 59 of Steven Brissett. Right alongside him, car number 4, that will be Scott Rayome. Back into the 13th starting spot, the Big Show had to come out of the last chance qualifier here tonight. That's the driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, driving car number 13. That's Kyle Lesher. He's auto repair number 4 of CJ LeVere, though, will start back into the 14th spot. Eric Riello's 15th. Jonathan Hutchins will go 16th. And Ed Brissett in car number 15 will scratch here tonight. That is your 16-car starting lineup to go racing here tonight at Weedsport. That's your pole center, car number 40 of Josiah Millen. He'll lead us to green. So with it being set, put 40 laps on the bid board here tonight as we get ready to go racing. The 358 Modifieds for the 802 Modified Series is ready to go green. 358 Modifieds here storm to the north as they're ready to go green. Green flag into the air. Everybody's gonna wind them up. Millen gonna have the race lead. He'll slide up in front of that 03 of Speedy Brissett. Here comes the 00 of Doug Ungari. He's down around trying to rip the bottom side. Lap number 1 will go to Millen. Millen out front in his number 40 entry. Down the back straightaway, here comes the Thundering Herd with Millen out front here. He's leading the 03 of Speedy Brissett. Seems like everybody wants to go to the top side. Doug Ungari in car 00 has fallen back one spot. He's given that to the Raised Iron Tubing entry, and Ungari into the back of the 22. They're trying to, nope, not going to happen. One of them up over onto its lid. I believe that's going to be the 1X2 of Rob Lowell. Rob Lowell having a little bit of issues here tonight, as I believe everybody actually going to stay green as your 2 championship drivers are out front here battling for the race lead, so we stay green for the time being here tonight at Weedsport. It'll be Millen out front. Speedy Brissett is right there, hot to trot. Millen goes right up, bangs the cushion down in turns 1 and 2. He'll storm down the back straightaway, but here comes Speedy Brissett. He's right there. Your two race leaders here after the completion of 5 laps have already opened up. Oh, almost a 5-second race lead. Millen's working the high side. Speedy Brissett's making it work down low, though. It's the battle for the race lead down the back straightaway into 3. Brissett, though, it looks like the bottom of 3 and 4 is just not quite there, but the bottom of 1 and 2 is currently there, and he is utilizing it to his advantage as Millen's trying to keep that engine wound up on the outside. As, the outside lane looking a little bit better down in turns number 3 and 4. Over here, though, there's a big battle. That's the number 4 of Scott Riome. He's picked up a handful of spots. CJ LeVere just out in front of this group of cars. Now, Scott Riome's going to slide up in front of Stephen Brissett. How about CJ LeVere? He's already picked up 9 spots here tonight at Weedsport. So he is hot and heavy on the throttle tonight. Battle for the race lead, though. Speedy Brissett looking down in 1. I told you 1 and 2 looks pretty fast here tonight. But 3 and 4 around the outside. Millen's going to wind that 358 up. Holds the race lead this time by, but will he be able to work it off turn 2? That time he's going to get a great run through the center. These two drivers are working upon lap traffic, though. Your first car will be the 46 of Jonathan Hutchins. Your two race leaders currently still hold about a 4.5-second race lead over that third-place machine. Speedy Brissett trying. This time he'll slide up in front of Millen. Millen going to try the crossover. Now Millen's going to have the advantage on the bottom side down here in turns 1. He'll go to the bottom and he'll slide halfway up the speedway. Millen has the race lead back for the time being. He'll be in position to throw a slider down here in turns number 3. Not quite able to. Speedy Brissett going to gas it up, and Millen actually able to hold serve, but new race leader at the line with just 12 laps into the books. It'll be the 0-3 of Speedy Brissett. Brissett's going to bank it off the wall down in the middle of 1 and 2. He held on to it. Millen now going to try and see what he can find down on the bottom side of 3 and 4. Nothing quite. He'll slide in line. There's lap traffic just ahead of these two drivers. Millen going to try and trail break just a little bit. That time down into turn number 1. Now both drivers go to the top side in 3 and 4. The bottom car down there, that is the 46 of Hutchins. Rob Lowell just out in front of this group also, so the G-Stone Motors entry also going to have to start to really work his way now, see if he can find a quick way around. Lap traffic going to play a big factor in tonight's race as your race leaders are there. Hutchins down on the bottom side. He'll slide down, and on the bottom, Millen going to make a mistake down into turn number 1. He'll lose a little bit of ground. Biggest race lead we've seen tonight. About a half a second race lead now for car number 03 of Speedy Brissett. There's the 29J. That's Justin Carby. Carby's fallen 4 spots since we started this race here tonight. He started in that 6th spot. He's currently sitting into the 10th spot. Caution. Caution on the speedway, as I believe that was Rob Lowell in the 1X2 entry. He was just out in front of the race leaders when the caution flag came out. I don't know if any of our race leaders, he'll pull that one into the hot pit area. As let's take a look back here. What happened to Rob Lowell? Down into the corner. Oh, he's got to put the right rear into the corner. Tumble, tumble, tumble. Up and over goes the Stone. The G-Stone Racing entry. Right on board, our Stone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram onboard camera with Rob Lowell. So Rob Lowell bringing out the first caution flag of the evening. That means these drivers are going to get a little bit of a regroup. Ryan Holland was the fastest car on the speedway there before the caution flag did come out. It was Speedy Brissett, Josiah Millen, Ryan Holland, Doug Ungari, and Scott Riome, your top 5 drivers. CJ LeVere is the biggest mover and shaker here tonight at Weedsport with just a handful of laps in this one. He has picked up 8 spots. He had to start at the tail of the field pretty much here tonight. So CJ LeVere, the driver that has picked his way through the traffic the best. Still a long way to go, though. Will he be able to continue to work his way through the field? We got to thank all the race fans tonight that are tuning in out there. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, whether you're watching us live on Facebook or live over on the Turn 3 Racing Network YouTube channel. Go ahead, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, get a notification anytime we go live, like these drivers just went back racing. Green flag back into the air. Green flag is back up. We storm down the back straightaway. A good start there for Speedy Brissett. He'll lead the charge. Ryan Holland now in car number 15, all over the back end of the number 40 of Josiah Millen. Holland going to take his Upstate RC and Hobby Century, the Showtime Graphics custom wrap. So contact a little bit deeper into the field. That's the 00 of Ungari going around. He'll smack the inside wall. Big show Kyle Lesher with a big slap wheelie. I didn't know Gravedigger was in show, but man, Kyle Lesher just made it look like Anderson was going to do a slap wheelie. It all started with the 00 of Doug Ungari, and I believe Eric Riel getting a little contact, or Steven Brissett maybe. I believe it was one of the Brissett cars. Couldn't quite see. There it is. We'll watch the replay back, and Scott Riom going to go up in front. Ungari tried to shoot the gap and a little net code into the 4 in the 00. And Steven Brissett was the one that went for a wild ride when Kyle Lesher got to town. Right on board with the Stone Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram onboard camera here. This is with Steven Brissett. Bam! Kyle Lesher. And who is that? That's Jonathan Hutchins, who also went for a ride. So a couple drivers going for some wild rides down here to bring out the second caution flag of the evening. So Millen was getting pressure from Holland because Millen didn't get quite a good jump as Speedy Brissett did. But now we'll re-rack him, restack him as the pace truck lights are out. So we'll go back racing here. It looks like possibly 21 laps to go here tonight in our A main feature event for the 802 Modified Series. A lot of these drivers gearing up to go real racing. A couple of them have already a couple races under their belts this season here in the 2022 season. Of course, the tire shortage hitting a lot of our race teams, and going to see how the rest of the racing season plays out, but this one goes back green. Here comes Holland. He'll fight that number 40 for the second spot down into turn number 1. Out of turn number 2, they come thundering down the back straightaway. It'll be Ryan Holland to the inside. CJ Lavera also trying to work the bottom side of the speedway in 3 and 4. Speedy Brissett, he'll go to the inside down in turn number 1. Millen going to ride the high side. There goes Ryan Holland working the bottom side. Bottom part of the speedway looks like it's starting to come back. CJ Lavere still wrapping the bottom. Dean Reynolds just behind this group. You see Reynolds go down, trying to run maybe kind of a little bit of a slider line down there in turns 1 and 2. He's got the number 22 of Dylan Rabtoy just behind him. That raised 9 tubing. Number 22 going to go to the outside. See if he can get some momentum. He was just about there. Not quite, though. The 4 of CJ Lavere trying to break into the top 3. Now Millen has fallen back into the 3rd spot as he still works the outside lane. CJ Lavere wraps around the bottom there. Scott Riom also. Riom having himself a really solid night. He has moved up 7 spots in car number 4 tonight. But look at the battle back there just behind them. Reynolds and Rabtoy. Rabtoy to the bottom. He's going to make contact with the inside wall. Rabtoy made contact coming out of turn number 2 as he was trying to dig on the bottom side of the speedway. Made a little bit of a wheelie and then lost all forward progress that he had. That'll bump the 22 of Dylan Rabtoy back into the 7th position. That's where he was, but he's lost a lot of ground. He has to now mount another charge to go back at Reynolds. Reynolds working on Scott Riom right now. There you see the number 4 entry. That's going to slow Reynolds up just a little bit. And the sideways for Riom off turn number 2 that time. That'll slow him up even more. As the 22 of Rabtoy starting to reel them back in. Then you got Justin Carby back there in the 29J. Can't miss him with that neon pink. A little bit of blue on there. Then the Hamburg Hot Dog Robbie Schaefer back there in the number 97. He's got that full moon garage. Number 97 sitting into the 9th spot. And the big show Kyle Lesher currently holds the final spot into the top 10, but he's battling with Doug Ungari. There's Ungari in the 00. He's working the outside of the speedway. Both drivers had to go to the back because of an incident. Now they're trying to work their way through the field here tonight. A couple drivers off the raceway. That's Jason Butterfield and Ed Brissett. Brissett, of course, not making his way to the grid here tonight in our feature event. 12 laps to go. Your top two cars, though, are Speedy Brissett and Ryan Holland. There you see them. And third place car, Josiah Millen, driving that number 40 machine, just coming into the picture. Millen sitting back there into the third spot. Then it's CJ LeVere. Oh, a little contact back here in turn number 3 and 4. Contact between, that's Rabtoy. He went right around Dean Reynolds. He went right around Scott Riom. Now let's go. Going to put the number 79 of Reynolds into the battle here. He is fading here in the late stages of this one. It'll be the double high five this time by for Speedy Brissett as the battle is on back here. Caution lights on for the third time tonight. The two that were battling for the 10th position look like they have brought the caution flag out. That's the 00 of Doug Ungari and the number 13 of Kyle Lesher. Ungari having some handling issues there. He goes down and through turns 1. Front end of that 358 modified is absolutely gone. They do have a backup car here tonight if they were to have to use it, so we'll see if Ungari is going to have to use that. Let's take a look back here and see what happened to the Big Show and the Bearded Wonder. Oh, Kyle Lesher right into the back end of the 00. Both of them come nose to nose, and the caution lights come on there as you see that Silverado pace truck coming quick out of pit road. Watch here from our G-Stone Motors onboard camera. You're watching on board with the 00 of Doug Ungari, heat race number 3's winner. And Kyle Lesher looked like he wanted to run through the middle, and Doug Ungari was already sitting there. So, hey, that'll bring out the caution flag. We'll get that one out here sooner or later. So we'll re-rack them, we'll restack them. We're under 10 laps to go here tonight in our feature event. We'll see if our officials put them 2 by 2 or if we go into single file. It will, though, be Speedy Brissett, Ryan Holland, Josiah Millen. Then it'll be CJ LeVere and Rabtoy. Lights go out. Everybody stays double file, it looks like here. So we're going to go 2 by 2 by 2 through the field. All cars but 2 out onto the raceway. Now it looks like they're going into single file. Maybe, I believe, everybody's going to work their way in here. Funnel them in. Zipper effect. Here we go. Everybody ready. They storm back to life. 9 to go. 9 to go. Everybody chasing that 03. Little sideways that time for the Showtime custom graphics entry. Ryan Holland tried to come in here in his first race. One driver hard into the wall. That's going to stack him up down the front straight away. That was the 22 of Rabtoy. He just slapped it off the outside wall. Caution lights come on. Looks like possibly 2 of the Brissett Racing entries getting together. Or take a peek. Everybody checked up into one. Oh, Steven Brissett hit the hooks. Nowhere for Eric Riel. Nowhere for the Big Show of Kyle Lesher to go. Right on board here with Eric Riel. He was off the gas, trying to stay off him. Unfortunately, just nowhere to go. When you drop anchor like that, I mean, you're almost a sitting duck. And that's really going to save Raptoy, who was into the outside wall just out in front of those drivers. You know, who didn't want to see that, though, was Speedy Brissett. He had gotten away. Speedy, remember, comes in with a 10-point lead over the number 40 of Millen. And just an 18-point lead over CJ LeVere. LeVere and Millen are both inside the top 4, along with Speedy Brissett, who's obviously the race leader right now. Safety truck has its lights off, so we're goes storming back to life here. It'll be 7 laps to go here tonight in our feature event for the 802 Modifieds. Here at Weedsport for the first time this season, and the only time, because we're going to Lernerville in Pennsylvania next week for the season finale. Speedy Brissett says now's the best time to fire off as everybody coming through the bump down there in turn number 4 to come back green. Millen trying to work his way back underneath. Number 15 of Ryan Holland. Six to go, and Speedy Brissett has opened up about a 5-car length lead over the number 15 of Ryan Holland. That's how they run right now as they come down the back straightaway. They're going to get just the single high five this time. It'll be 5 laps to go by Speedy Brissett. Speedy needs to try and get away, though, because last time by, Ryan Holland was the fastest car on the track. Ryan Holland is trying to make his way up here. Big battle back here, Justin Carby and Robbie Schaefer. That's for the 8th and 9th position. It'll be Robbie Schaefer picking that one up. 4 to go. Your top 3 have broken away from CJ LeVere. They're up top, ripping the lip in turns 3 and 4. 3 to go at the line. Speedy goes to the bottom, but that Foxtrot RC Park entry goes to the outside. It looked very sporty down into turn number 1. Speedy Brissett going to jump the cushion a little bit down in 3. Popsicle sticks up. It'll be 2 to go. Popsicle sticks up, and it looks like Ryan Holland. Oh, the caution lights are coming on. Caution lights are on. That may save Speedy Brissett as the number 15 of Holland and the number 40 of Millen. They were coming in a hurry. So Rob Lowell looks like he may have had a little bit of an incident out there. Take a look. Jonathan Hutchins also involved, I'm being told. Hutchins and Lowell down into turn number 1. Oh no, Jonathan Hutchins up over, and then Rob Lowell having some issues with his equipment there also in that 1X2 entry. Right on board Rob Lowell here as he comes down the front straightaway into 1. Slick track, just couldn't get it loaded up and turned. Then he found the outside wall. They just put it there in case you didn't know. So that's what brings us under the caution flag here. So that now will put us to a green, white, and checker here tonight at Weedsport. Speedy Brissett still the race leader. He took over just after the halfway point here tonight. Him and Millen are the only 2 drivers that have led laps tonight at Weedsport. We will go single file. We are under 10 laps to go here tonight at the Weedsport Speedway. It'll be Speedy Brissett, Ryan Holland, Josiah Millen, CJ LeVere, Dylan Rabtoy, Scott Riom, Dean Reynolds, Robbie Schaefer, Justin Carby, and Doug Ungari. That's how your top 10 drivers look. Then it's Kyle Lesher and Eric Riel. Those 2 drivers are on the lead lap. Rob Lowell is 1 lap down, and Jonathan Hutchins is now off the speedway along with Stephen Brissett and Jason Butterfield. Coming back to green. This time, Speedy Brissett really going to bring him down slow as that'll stack him up for a 3-car battle for that 3rd spot. Millen going to get underneath the number 15 of Ryan Holland. So Millen going to take that spot now. They're going to go 4 wide to come to take the white flag. 4 wide for the final trip around the speedway. As now, all of a sudden, big crash down into 1. We're going to stay plastered right here on the front drivers, though, as it's Speedy Brissett for the final time into turns number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 to pick up round number 11's win. That will go to Speedy Brissett. Josiah Millen will come back for a 2nd place finish. Then it'll be Dylan Rabdoy, Ryan Holland, Dean Reynolds. We'll round down the top 5. Justin Carby along with Doug Ungari. And it'll be Kyle Lesher, Robbie Schaefer, and Scott Rayome. That's how they will wind down the field here tonight. But your big winner, the driver out of Plattsburgh, New York, driving the Brissett Racing 03, that'll be Speedy Brissett. So Brissett will pick up his first actual win of the season here in round number 11. He hasn't been to victory lane, but he did hold the points championship lead. He'll head over to the mountain. He'll climb up, and that's your winner here tonight at the the Weedsport Speedway. I'm thinking about where we're going next week. We're not going to Williams Grove either, but we're headed to Pennsylvania. So, unofficial results on the left-hand side of your screen here. We'll be back here after these messages to talk with your race winner and your top 3 drivers tonight here at Weedsport.
My father, Gardner Stone, has grown our dealership with one thing in mind: to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered, so customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends, and I think that separates us.
G Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont. At Stone CDJR, not only do we sell Jeeps, we learned how to drive them. Stone CDJR, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Weedsport Speedway here tonight for round number 11 for the 802 Modified Series presented by G Stone Motors along with Stone CDJR. 40 laps are in the books here in round number 11, and we do have a winner. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have him here on the call tonight, but that is the 03 of Speedy Brissett. He came in as the championship leader by 10 points over Josiah Millen, and Millen and Brissett pass the race lead back and forth here tonight, but it will be Speedy Brissett who does pick up his first win of the season, so congratulations to the driver out of Plattsburgh, New York. He'll head into next week's race with that championship lead and a little bit of a buffer back to the second position. Finishing into the second spot, though, that is the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. That'll be the driver of car number 40. That'll be Josiah Millen. Josiah, you led the first couple laps here tonight after picking up your Elmo's Pit Stop Fast Time Award and the first heat race win, but then all of a sudden, after halfway here tonight in the feature event, that car looks like it went away.
Yeah, the car didn't really go away. Speedy was just super fast. Congratulations to him on picking up the win here at Weedsport.
You know, you and Speedy locked in that championship battle. You knew what you needed to do here tonight at Weedsport, and it was try to finish ahead of car number 3. Unfortunately, you're going to finish one spot behind him, but it's still only going to be a little bit of a gap. We are headed down to your home state of Pennsylvania to round down the season. We'll be at Lernerville next week, and I believe that's one of these fast tracks for car number 40.
Yeah, I like Lernerville. You got to be balls to the wall around the top. Flirting with the outside. You don't want to go over the hill, but yeah, pretty confident. But I mean, Speedy's fast apparently wherever he goes, so it's going to be a tough one. I'm going to need a miracle.
You need the miracle, so I guess we'll let you go get practicing for that miracle. But before we let you go, Joe, we got to give you the time. Who's on the side of car number 40 here that helps you out and get as fast as you are?
First and foremost, my wife for letting me iRace. Jordan Henn Racing, Turn 3 Racing Network, Turn 3 Posse Boys. Tonight with me was Doug and Kyle Lesher. I want to thank G Stone Motors and Todd Stone and Rob and all those guys for putting on this series. It's a fun series. It was cool to branch out to Weedsport and now Lernerville, so thank them. Looking forward to the last race of the season.
There you hear from car number 40, the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, will finish P number 2 here tonight after picking up that Elmo's Pit Stop Fast Time Award and picking up heat race number 1. He'll finish second. He'll go into next week. He'll have to now go for the big W next week when we head to Lernerville to see if he can pull off a championship here with the 802 Modified Series. Sitting into the third spot, we don't have him here tonight. That's the driver of the number 22, the youngster out of Vermont, the raised Diane Tubing, number 22. Rabtoy had to come from the 4th spot. He fell all the way back to the 10th spot at one point, and then he did work his way in to the top 5 there at the end when everything started to get a little bit hectic on that final restart. He was able to squirt his way through. He'll come home in the 3rd position, so congratulations to Dylan Rabtoy for rounding down our top podium finishers here tonight. It does look like we have established a line of communication with the driver of the 03 of Speedy Brissett. So let's head down to Victory Lane here tonight. How about it there, 03? You parked her in Victory Lane here tonight in New York.
Yeah, we finally crossed it off the check mark, didn't we, Roger? Finally got a win with your Turn 3 network, so it feels good to finally be up on top. What a race it was.
Yeah, you went all season long. John Michael Brissett went to Victory Lane carrying the Brissett Racing Stables banner, and Dean Reynolds was there, the affiliate. But the 03 just has not been able to break through to Victory Lane. And all of a sudden here at Weedsport, you pick up a heat race win and heat race number 2, and then you went out there and you battled, you and Millen, battling for that championship, and you battled here tonight for the top spot.
Yeah, the track wasn't my selective vote, but going to Weedsport, I was kind of optimistic about the track. The beginning of this race, me and Josiah could have probably raced side by side the entire race. I saw lap traffic coming, man, and I got a little nervous. But like I said, once I saw Josiah, he got the pole, won the pole in his heat. I know I had to turn it up in my heat, and thank God there was a bobble in the bottom of the corner to allow me to take first in that heat and make a good run with Josiah. So hopefully everyone up front was happy about a good solid race. I don't know how it was mid-pack or in the back, but I'm glad the 03 crossed the line first.
Well, you crossed the line first here tonight. I believe that's going to open up the championship gap. It might give you a little bit of a breather. Do you know where we're going next week?
I have no clue. My vote's still up in the air. Maybe we'll have some different tracks. A lot of the guys were voting for Lima Land, but we'll have to see what Rob and those guys come up with for next week. I think it's based on a vote again, so the cushion is there, so that's good. I get a little nerves, but maybe I could just chill a little bit in the last race instead of getting all nerved up every week.
Well, how about this? How do you feel if I told you we're headed just a little bit south here of the Weedsport Speedway, a little bit southwest? We will head to Lernerville. How do you feel about coming down to the Posse Land?
Lernerville was my vote for this week, so I'm ready for that. Maybe we'll just transition and start running some laps and prepare for next week.
Well, before we let you go, Speedy, for the first time ever, we're going to have to roll the red carpet out, and do not get my carpet muddy. Still trying to clean it from Dean Reynolds. So, red carpet is out here. The microphone is yours. Who do you got to thank for parking the 03 here in Victory Lane?
Definitely got to thank the Brissett Racing team, racing with these guys on Discord. It's been fun in this league with what Rob's doing with this 802 league. And I got to thank Todd Stone for allowing this to happen and the broadcast going on. This is the boys in here are really tight. Just a wicked challenge. These guys know what they're doing, and they run consistent now. After a couple races, this league started getting together, and we could race tight. So it's been really fun. Got to thank Scotty Riom too. He's part of the team racing, and Dean Reynolds is in our chat. He makes it fun too, and my brother-in-law Eric Riel, JM, Steve-O, Edo, all the guys, and especially like I said, Roger, you guys with Turn 3. This broadcast is amazing. What you guys do.
There you hear it tonight from the driver out of Plattsburgh, New York. He drives the 03, came in with a 10-point cushion. He will leave with a 15-point cushion now over his counterpart of Josiah Mill, and they finished 1-2 here tonight. They will leave here still 1-2 in the championship standings. That's here tonight in New York at Weedsport. What is it going to happen, though, when we head down to Pennsylvania? It was New York for Speedy Brissett. Will it be Pennsylvania for Josiah Millen? Only time will tell when we head down there to the Lernerville Speedway. But that's going to about wrap things up here tonight from the Weedsport Speedway. Speedy Brissett is going to take home the big W here tonight. Josiah Millen will finish second, while Dylan Rabdoy will round down the top 3 in the late race hecticness here tonight down in turns number 1 and 2. But for everybody with the 802 Modified Series, everybody with G-Stone Motors and Stone CDJR, I'm Roger Muth with the Turn 3 Racing Network. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show here from Weedsport. We'll catch you for the championship race 7 days' time next Tuesday night right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
At Stone CDJR, not only do we sell Jeeps, we learned how to drive them. Stone CDJR, Route 7 South, Middlebury,
My
Vermont.
father, Gardner Stone, has grown our dealership with one thing in mind: to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered, so customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G-Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends, and I think that separates us.
G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.